Alright, we are back. So while Nathan is enjoying his time, we will go to Emil, who's heading to the airport. Getting into the basic security is not difficult. You're heading to where the lockers are, which is kind of like past the initial security checkpoint that everyone has to go through, but you're not getting into line to like get into a where you'd be getting on a
There's no
flight.
bag checks and stuff, yeah.
You're kind of closer to where like the bag checks and stuff are. So
Yeah.
You can try to match the number on the key to the locker and find one.
Okay. I will open it on up.
Okay. You open the locker, and inside there is a small bag. Looks like a little bag that you'd hold, like maybe like a piece of like a little jewelry or a gem bag or something, and a duffel bag.
Grab both.
Okay.
I assume this is one of those ones where it's all like you leave the key in after you open it back up.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's different ways they work. Sometimes you have to check them out. Sometimes you have to like leave them and then you pay to like pull it out.
This one looks like it was a credit-based system, so you'd have to use a credit card.
Yeah.
Get it. So it'd be however long when you return the keys, how much you'd be charged. But who knows if that bill's being paid now, because the person who owns the ID that was using that is certainly not alive anymore.
Oh, anyway. Yeah, so I will bring it back.
Alright. Yeah, you got a duffel bag, and of course, as I said, a small, jewel bag.
I'll withhold my curiosity till I get back to the hotel, but at the same time, I will probably not wait for Nathan this time, although he may already be there.
Okay.
Did you have your own room? I think you had your own room.
I mean, we did, but I don't know. Very well, yeah, but I'll just open it up just to see what's inside. Again,
Okay, which one?
If I would knock on Nathan's door
Double bag or
and
small
see if
jewelry
he's
bag
there.
first.
Yeah. And if he's not, then I'll go into my room.
I'm probably still busy.
You're probably still busy, yeah.
He's eating.
He's eating
Yeah.
and putting a lot of work into that eating. It's difficult work being Nathan.
Yeah. So,
He's got a
I
slender
will...
blood pointing in and blood point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I will look in.
Which one?
The jewelry bag first, I guess.
There's a chain in there.
Interesting. Okay, and I will look in the duffel bag.
In the duffel bag, you will find two pistols. It looks to be a change of clothes. And a few other items that look like it would be used for someone that they needed to, leave an area very quickly. Ooh. There's probably still some money in there, another ID, and we'll say there's also a cell phone in there.
Okay. Cell phone and you said ID?
Yeah, another set of ID.
Okay. Not exactly what we're looking for, but this chain may be important.
Mm-hmm.
No, I will check the clothes for potential secret hiding spots.
No, these don't have any. But,
Okay.
but good on you for trying. But no, they weren't in there. At least this one wasn't. Didn't have any.
Yeah.
Nathan, eventually you can join Emil and see what he found.
Still no cup, but found
So what did you
this, I
find?
say, holding up the chain.
What Does it look like it would go with the coat of arms thing?
Yes.
Possible that
The chain
to
itself
have present.
it does have like a certain design to it that is very noticeable. It's like more than just like a general chain. It looks like it's like each link has its own like design that almost looks like if it's a vine that's kind of twisting in on itself. So it's a really good craftsmanship too.
Well,
And they're not like tiny. They're not like tiny links either. They're like like the larger links too. So it's like a thick chain.
So not sure. No clues as to where someone would be meeting. Didn't appear that there was any notes scrawled on the inside of the locker or anything.
So you just found the chain then?
Chain in the duffel bag, I say.
What was in the duffel bag?
Just some guns, some more IDs, clothes, cell phone. Actually, I say, taking the cell phone.
Yes. It's like,
Wait a second. This may be important.
I know how these work.
It's one of those things where sometimes the most obvious things just fly over your head. I'll get to work on this right away.
Okay. Yeah, if you want to look it over, everything else seems very inconsequential, Nathan. I'm trying to think of the word I'm using, and I'm not using the right one.
Okay, that one works.
Yeah, inconsequential.
I mean, the question is it a smartphone or like a burner phone?
It looks more like a burner phone.
Okay, so... Yeah, so hopefully I can... If there's any texts on it, though, that might be useful.
You can get into it eventually. I'm not going to have you roll for this one. It's not, like, super protected. It's just a burner phone. You know, it doesn't take... It's not too difficult to break into. There doesn't seem to be a lot of usage on the phone, though you can see there's a series of text messages that are on here.
Okay.
They seem to talk about an initial meeting that was planned for a date before the auction. And then from right before the auction started, there was talk of a secondary meeting after the auction. That should actually be taking place in about 2 hours.
Does it have a location?
It does.
Nathan?
It's a very public nightclub that's open all night.
Oh no, Dawn misses on a nightclub?
I know, Dawn missed out on a nightclub. They could bring you along.
Nightclub.
Yeah, they could, like, Weekend at Bernie's you.
Yeah.
Weekend at Bernie's Dawn.
Is that a dead guy? No! She's totally alive.
Look at her dance.
Look, she's raving. Look, you can eat food. They just shove food down your mouth. So like, when you get up, you're like, I have this urge to regurgitate. When did I eat all this?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be like, Nathan? Showing him the
Yes?
text of meeting place and time frame.
Interesting.
I think we know where we need to go. The problem is we still don't know exactly what we're supposed to give. The letter, or is this the letter one? Maybe not. Does anyone speak Spanish?
Again? You don't know. You haven't asked anybody around to speak Spanish. Uh-oh. Someone's unhappy. Oh no.
Candy, do you speak Spanish?
No. Unfortunately, I don't. I speak a little French.
You kiss a little French too, but unfortunately that won't help me out right now.
Maybe that nice man who's been working in the lobby will be able to help you. I think his name is Manuel.
Is he our staff, or...
Oh, yeah!
Oh, all right.
Uh-oh.
Excellent, thank you.
Someone's in trouble. I don't know what they did.
Uh-oh.
That
Well, I'm guessing it
classic.
wasn't something good.
No. Uh-oh. Oh,
I'll be
sad.
back.
Okay. Oh, yeah, car movie. Alright.
Oh, yeah.
You can go down to Manuel and talk to him.
Yep.
Hey, how's it going? Do you need anything? Everything okay in the room still, sir?
Everything in the room is just fine, thank you very much.
Mm.
I was wondering, I hope this doesn't appear too racist, but do you speak Spanish?
Sir, I understand, my son. My name, yes, it is a little probably insulting to ask that, but I do speak Spanish. You are lucky in this end. Just be careful with questions like that, sir.
Yep. The reason I
Why?
ask, the reason I ask is, I have come into possession of a letter, and I was wondering what it said. And as I do not speak Spanish, I'm looking for the assistance of one who does.
All right, let me take a
Dealt
look at
with
this.
that thing
here.
I told you I was going to deal with.
Yep.
Thankfully, there was no one there. Anyway,
Okay.
I will show it to him.
All right. He'll take a look at the letter. Oh, there's an odd letter here. Yeah, it seems to be addressed to a Melinda, informing them about some kind of traitors to an organization. Oh, that's kind of awful sounding. Let's see here. What kind of
No
information
doubt.
you trying to get from this, other than that?
I'm trying to establish exactly, what sort of method is being used and who is involved in the transfer of the various items.
This letter, it says a mutual friend for delivering of the letter.
Okay.
So whoever was going to deliver this letter was a mutual friend, it seems like. And also, it seems as though this person has some kind of artifact with them. It's more some kind of treasure. Let's see here. And they're supposed to deliver both to this Melinda in the future at some point soon. After, I think the original writer of this letter was supposed to stop by and deliver something else to Melinda. And I guess then this letter was supposed to explain it with the artifact or treasure.
Okay.
There's some like some words here that are a little hard to translate. It's old Spanish,
Ah.
like something you'd get in like old books from Spain. Maybe like an old copy of the Bible that's been passed down in a family might have some language like this.
That's strange.
Probably
What's-
a little less.
What's the part about New York?
Hmm.
So,
It's more that the letter is going to be passed off. I think some point, it doesn't say where. In New York, it mentions passing off the item. So it's apparently there's two people delivering things. The item used to get the artifact. It's very, again, it's more like it sounds like a symbol item. I think.
okay.
Um,
So the letter and the treasure
yeah.
are to be passed to the same person, and then the signal is a different person that's being met in New York.
Yeah, seems like that. That's being passed off there. And I'm
Okay.
guessing they're going to deliver it to the Melinda. Unfortunately, the language here is, like as I said, it's old, and there's a couple of words here that I'm trying to translate because they're not really used nowadays in Spanish.
Sure. All right.
You're pretty lucky you came to me. You know, I had a grandmother who loved books still written in this stuff.
Hmm. Oh, thank you very much.
It's like having a grandmother writing in, like, ye olde English for the British people.
So, Chaucer.
Yeah, it's basically books that were written in Chaucer. But, yeah. It's the
I
difference
always had
between-
trouble with Chaucer.
It's also the difference between being from actual Spanish descent and Mexican descent, which many people get confused nowadays. My grandparents were from Spain. Thank you very much.
I had not asked that because I
Well,
didn't want to seem insensitive.
I wanted to bring it up because you kind of walked into this in an insensitive way, and I can understand why.
Makes sense.
Well, if you need any other translation help, I hope I could assist you. Or if there's anything else for your room.
Not for the room, thank you. How are you doing?
Just fine, sir. Nice job here. Pretty cushy. I was surprised to be brought in from the mainland, but you know, my he's kind of just take like a little look at it. Employer is old friends of your prince.
Ah, excellent.
And folks in here in Honolulu did need a little bit of help.
If you have any interest in a more permanent transfer, I would be happy to see what I can do about arranging that.
I have some other businesses to take care of. A little bit freelance, sir. So if perhaps that you need my services at some point in time, hospitality is my specialty.
All right.
There's always an event that needs to be run by folks of your nature, and I, for one, am a very good, excellent concierge.
I can see that.
Or host.
Excellent. Do you know Candy?
Yes. Quite nice. A little vacuous. I'm assuming she doesn't know that much and somehow missed a lot of what was going on. And I'm not quite sure how you managed that.
I'm not either, but she's very capable at finance and enterprise. So if you would like a permanent fixture somewhere, I run a gym that could use a concierge.
I'll keep it in mind.
And I would be happy to allow for plenty of time off as needed.
Okay.
Thank you very kindly. I'll tip him like a $50 bill or something.
Okay.
All right.
Off to the club.
All right. So,
I assume we give the whole item then.
Yes.
The
You
chain.
you can put them together and create a whole item.
I assume that the idea of separating them was to make it harder for someone to fake this trade.
That would probably be the idea, that having the whole item would make it that way.
all right. So, what's the plan now? Never mind. What would you like?
mean-
Is Helena back from her meeting yet?
Yes.
Fucking finally. Shall we deliver?
Do that first.
All
How
right.
far away is the nightclub?
The nightclub is not that far. You could probably arrange to get there pretty easily.
I want to make sure it wasn't like an hour and a half away and we're wasting time.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, let's deliver the present, and then we shall go handle this trade.
All right. So to the prince first. Hopefully this will be quick.
Okay. Hello. Oh, hello again, Nathan. What is it you need?
Well, Charles, I have a little present for the prince.
Oh, do you now? Great. Do
Head.
you want me to give it to her directly, or do you want to step in here and bother her?
I'd like to step in and bother her, please.
All right. I'll let you in.
Awesome.
As we're stepping in, I whisper, "He seems nice."
Hello, Emil. It's always good to see you. How are things going?
They're going well. I have my new company has kept me quite busy.
Well, that's excellent.
I'm gonna just ignore Charles for the rest of everything and step
Nathan.
past him.
What? How are things going? I take it that your business has concluded decently?
I would say this is quite successful, wouldn't you? Yes.
Ah. Well, I guess just leave that over there, and we'll take care of the rest. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be leaving soon, so if you need anything else, we'll be seeing you back within New York proper.
Excellent. I suppose I have one question that might help me out in furthering my plans.
Yes?
Do you happen to know anyone here that Francisco is friends with?
Unfortunately, no, not particular.
Hmm. Well, thank you kindly. I'm glad we were able to accomplish something that you wished.
Mm-hmm. Seems like you've done good.
Federico says that now that this has been cleaned up, so to speak, he might be willing to go back to work for you.
Well, that will be up to the higher-ups within the Camarilla to see what business he has now that he's returned to the fray. Sounds like he's at least earned back whatever confidence he may have lost. And I thank you for that. That seems useful to our organization as a whole.
I very much hope so. I wish you the best on your flight.
All right.
And we will see you when we return.
Goodbye, Nathan. Glad to see you again. Glad you were here to make my vacation ever so much more enjoyable.
Was that Helena or Charles?
That was Charles. As you're
Okay.
leaving. Like Helena just
Hi,
goes
Charles.
back to work. Hi, Emil. We should get a coffee sometime. Not an actual coffee,
Sure.
but just the act of going out to a little coffee shop. I know a place that's open all night. They serve, well, they don't really serve anything that would be to our tastes, but the smells are wonderful. Reminds me of
Sure.
the old days, and there are some very nice baristas there that may be willing to go around back, if you know what I mean.
That
You
would
know,
be,
Emil, it might be helpful if you had someone to go with you to that nightclub this evening. I heard you were going, and I certainly don't want to.
Oh, a nightclub. Which one?
give the name.
Ooh, I don't know why you want to go there. That's not really my taste of places. But I hope you enjoy it, Emil.
Very well.
You're going to Hawaii by night.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's so
I don't-
disappointing.
It's also referred to as a gentleman's club.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now Donnie's so upset she can't go.
Yeah.
You're having a private meeting at a gentleman's club. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
This is more what I was expecting from Vampire.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I went in, No, I just remember when I went to this island, which one? Oahu? Is that this one?
Honolulu.
One of
Honolulu.
the islands.
One of
Anyway.
the islands.
Yeah, Honolulu.
Mm-hmm.
On a school trip. Long story. But, we weren't allowed to go out after, like, a certain time, and I eventually realized why.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Let's just say, women roam the streets of Honolulu at night.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds great.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right. So I guess, Emil, are you going to this meeting on your own with the assembled amulet?
I guess. And the letter was it
So
supposed to...
after
okay.
we left, I was like, the point was to get him to go there so that we could have a little bit of extra meat shield.
And kill him.
That's fair, but he didn't seem interested.
He didn't seem interested in the club.
Stops to think about it. Good point. Well,
Charles likes the Wild
perhaps-
Boys.
And I am very interested in learning more about Charles now. Because I can only hope that there's something I can use against him.
Like, use against him. Destroy Charles, yes.
I just like that he is. It's like, for as much as you guys hate him, and then I, like, finally interact with him, and he's, like, totally takes a liking to me, and I'm like, huh, okay. It's like, he doesn't seem so bad. I don't know why you guys... wait.
Damn traitor.
But everybody
Anyway.
loves Charles.
Nobody loves Charles.
Anyway.
Mhm.
Well, are you coming with, or am I going by myself?
What do you think?
Does she have aspects?
Is Auspex a Toreador discipline?
Yes.
Because if so, your hiding and disguises may...
Toreador, Auspex Celerity Presence.
Meaning someone she doesn't quite recognize may be better, and since I have been in the back doing tech-based things, I may be a better option.
Mm-hmm.
You would not have seen me as much as the host.
Correct. Although, if you wish, I could also go as essentially background noise and backup. So I could just stand at the wall, disguised.
That would be preferred. Is she, like... I mean, she's an elder, so yeah. I don't fancy... I don't fancy going to trick an elder by myself with the chance of, distinct chance of death if things go wrong. With your help, it will, at worst, I may find myself in the same state as Don.
Indeed. I will hope not.
Background would be preferred. I'm thinking just of the worst. I think it'll be fine.
I think it should be fairly simple if... Ooh. Perhaps I could find someone of a more mortal tendency. Take the face of the gentleman in question. Ask that person to go and exchange the letter and the item for the treasure. That way, the person that's doing the transaction will essentially go up and say what I did, except he will not be lying. And if she asks what the person looked like, it will look like the right person.
That actually may be the best option. Let's do that.
All right.
Okay, so you're heading to meet with Helena?
Well,
Yep.
we're heading to the nightclub.
Or, well...
Neither of us plans to actually meet with Helena.
But when you arrive at the nightclub, she's one of the most recognizable folks there.
Excellent.
Yeah, you will find a private room using the information on the cell phone, and there you will see Helena, Nefertiti, and a man you've never seen before, sitting around and chatting.
Okay, so we're just seeing this from like a distance.
Like you come into like a little private area in the club that you were supposed to come through the meeting with. So you'll
Oh, not going there yet.
Uh-huh.
Finding our dupe first.
Yes.
Oh. Ooh, so you're getting a dupe to do this?
Yeah, this is what mooks are for.
Okay.
Yeah, basically.
Are you
sending
how
someone
are you
else
just sending someone in, or having them wired up? How are you doing that?
So I'm going probably into the bathroom with Emil first to make sure my disguise is good. Then Emil's gonna just grab some person that appears to be completely uninvolved with anything else that's going on. So just random guy off the street kind of thing.
Basically, someone who's probably had one drink and can still follow through with our actions, but also probably is a little bit more coercible.
Okay.
Yeah. So, at that point, I, as Francisco, am going to meet him, our dupe, and hand him the letter and the amulet and say, I need you to tell my friend that in order to maintain what's the word? Whatever. In order to maintain difficulty of subterfuge. Actually, I don't need to tell him that. I'm just going to tell him. Tell them I wish to change things. I'll give them this letter and this amulet in exchange for the treasure I left with them.
And what's in it for me?
$2,000 when you bring the treasure back.
Sweet. He'll go. You'll probably be able to. One of you at least will be able to notice who's in there. I mean, it's not completely cut off.
Yeah. Also, I'm going to
Also, we sealed the letter back up.
Yes.
Yes, and I would, and I'm going to follow the guy slightly more, discreetly. Do I have I guess bat form. That's all I have that's discreet.
You give me a bat in a strip club?
In a nightclub?
That's right, gentleman's club.
Let's be real. Yeah, little guy flying around from place to place in the shadows might not actually be noticed.
By the guys, yes. By the strippers, maybe.
Well,
Can I? Is there? Okay, hold on.
I mean, alternatively, I can just follow unnoticed.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, the bigger thing is I don't know if actually. So I don't know if. See, this is the thing is, game girl form changing is a lot. I feel like it's a lot less noticeable from something like Auspex.
What if you change into a bear with a gun?
Look, your bear with gun idea in the previous game was pretty good.
It was real good. But Panda Rambo, okay?
Panda Rambo is just something that now exists. Prambo.
And I think it'll be fine. What do you? I'll ask Nathan. What do you think? Bat, person in the background, or nothing?
Probably person in the background.
Very well. I will stay out of sight, kind of, but keep an eye on the guy just to make sure he's going and doing the thing.
Yep. Just give me dexterity stealth. Just give me a roll. See how well you are at being kind of like out of sight, out of mind. Be like cloud blending a little bit. I don't need that.
See, and this is why we need Dawn. She would just be a dancer.
Ooh,
That was
yeah.
pretty good.
Man,
Yeah.
never mind. I guess we don't need Dawn.
Emil just blends in as like someone
A
that's here
dude.
for a show. Yeah, you know, you could just kind of like blend into someone. So you can observe that. Yeah, you notice that your person is meeting with Helena. You recognize her. You recognize Nefertiti for sure, but you don't recognize the man that's with the three of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or the two of them.
I will try and see if I can overhear, kind of, see if I can maybe hear if anyone mentions a name, but, for the man, but, again, I'm not going to get too close.
He'll just like shake his head for a little bit. She'll hand off something to him, on which he'll take it and head back to you, Nathan.
Okay.
Dude, so she said, lady said, your treasure is here? You should be able to get in, tomorrow evening? Should still be open? And, I think that's it.
All right.
Where's my money?
Excellent. Emil, I believe you have the cash.
I do, and I
Whoa,
give him
where the hell did
2,000.
you come from? Oh, thanks for the 2,000.
Just
Sweet! Dude, best trip to Hawaii ever.
Mm-hmm.
Spend that on hookers and blows.
That's probably what he's gonna spend it on.
I mean, hey,
That's
I
us
mean, the guy's
stimulating the
probably
economy.
Like, I mean, it's pretty much like this guy's like, I probably was just involved in something very illegal, but probable deniability.
I got paid $2,000 just to give a letter and a necklace to someone.
My
Sweet.
prince totally aren't on any of it.
Yep. Yeah, there's definitely a thing where tomorrow he'll be thinking like, that was probably something very illegal.
I better spend this cash quickly.
Although technically, it wasn't.
No, I guess the thing is, it wasn't. I'm just saying, for like a normal person, like thinking
Yeah.
back to getting $2,000 to deliver an item and some information back to a person.
Yep. All right. What's the note say?
It's not a note. It is a.
Huh?
It looks like some kind of card. It seems to go to a bank. It is not a credit card to that bank, but it's some kind of bank card.
Okay.
We totally are gonna do Deathly Hallows, Nathan.
Uh-huh.
Alrighty.
We haven't robbed the bank yet, and I'm really surprised.
You have cash bags, Nathan. You don't need to rob a bank.
That doesn't... Yeah, but, like, the adventure.
It's the adventure of robbing a bank.
Yeah,
It's the
and
experience.
where is the bank? Is it in?
But it's the bank of
Hawaii?
Honolulu, like a bank of Honolulu. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll say it's like the like the Bank of Honolulu. It actually is, you know. So it's like the big bank in town here.
I'm guessing it's not open in the middle of the night.
No, it's open pretty late into the evening, but not middle of the night. By now,
Yeah,
it is
As I
closed.
said, tomorrow. That is why she said tomorrow evening.
Yeah.
Yep. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
Gonna head back and rest.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yes, so.
So the next evening, okay, why don't we take our other break, actually, before we do the next evening? That's probably good. We can take our other break here. We can try to finish up Hawaii. It's taking a little longer than I thought. I thought we would have gotten it done, but...
Sorry.
Well, I mean, dawn is coming, and once we get...
It's like, again,
As always.
it's like weekend at Bernie's her, you know, at the hotel club. You know, it's like, look, she wants to be with the strippers. Like, you're like waving her around, her arms are just
Taking
flopping.
selfies with Dawn and the strippers.
Yeah.
That way she won't be mad when she wakes up and find out she missed out on strippers.
Yes. Aw, missed out of the gentleman's club.
Ugh. One place no one really feels at home.
The gentleman's
My gym?
I mean that too.
That too. Anyway.
You know, it's different. Like, these ones you actually have to pay for. I don't just, like, get, you know.
If you want the illusion, I can make you pay for it.
No. I mean, you were still gonna pay for these ones, but, like, you know.
Well, if you want, I can hand you, like, bills to tip my employees, too. If you, like, if that makes it more real for you.
Okay, then I like that.
Okay.
Alright. Anyway.
We'll remember that for next time.
Snack, drink, bathroom break. Go ahead and do it. We'll be back soon.